Okay. Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics/Non-Classics. This is episode 127, Doubleshot number 64. Two books like usual. Okay. First up, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Well, this collects the original 6-issue miniseries published by DC Comics in 2012. Basically, what happens in this book, simply put, excuse me for a second here, is that He-Man has lost his memory, and he's trying to slowly recover. He's slowly recovering it, and also Castle Grayskull is in the hands of Skeletor, and he has the Sorceress as his prisoner. Now, along the way, trying to get back his memory, trying to figure out who he is because he lost his memory, he meets up with Teela, and later meets up with Master at Arms, and he also meets up with his pet Battle Cat, and then toward the end he actually finds his power sword, and says those famous words from every single episode where he says, "I have, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power." Yeah, he says that. And then the final issue, he confronts Skeletor himself. They have this big, humongous clan battle, and then Skeletor falls in a pit, and that's it. That's simply all that happens in it. But this is a great miniseries. Keith Giffen writes most of it. James Robertson and Jeff Johns write the first 2 issues, but the rest of it by Keith Giffen. And he writes this book up until issue 6 of the next volume of the series. But this is awesome. 9.5. I don't want to spoil anything else about this book, but this book is awesome. Okay? And plus, the series is actually much more darker than the original 80s series, and has the same tone 2002 series. I never watched either, but I'm probably going to. Next up, X-Men, Battle for the Atom. And this has all new X-Men, 16-17. Kenny X-Men, Volume 3, excuse me. 12-13, Wolverine the X-Men, 36-37, Battle for the Atom 1 and 2, and X-Men Volume 4, Issues 5 and 6. This event was basically the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the X-Men franchise. Basically, and of course, they do go back to the site where the X-Men first fought Magneto way back in Issue 1. The issue done by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Yeah, and they're trying to send the X-Men to the past. Of course, there's some time traveling stuff, a bunch of time traveling in here. There's a bunch of deaths, but usually it's just futuristic versions of characters who die. None of the present-day characters die in the book. Just futuristic versions do. The Brotherhood disappears. Yeah, there's this Brotherhood of Evil X-Men show up in here, and they're led by Charles Xavier's, supposedly his grandson, later retconned to be his actual son. It is a bit weird, but it is a fun read. It flows like an actual crossover event. It's exciting. But if you want to get the crossover, get the trade itself. If you want to get individual issues, fine. There's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 different series, 2 issues apiece. Basically, it's a 10-part story. And basically, there's like an issue a month. It basically took up like 2 months to do this entire crossover. But this crossover is fantastic. And plus, it's the last trade to have issues from the first volume Wolverine the X-Men Volume 1. But it is what it is. It's still fantastic, and it's set for almost anything else, and it flows really nicely. And at the end, basically anybody who's read this basically knows that all 5 X-Men get reunited, and they all join Cyclops. Well, Angel already joined Cyclops, and the other 4 original X-Men do join Cyclops side with Kitty Pryde. All because Kitty Pryde says that Cyclops handled the event a lot better. Though the epilogue was written by Michael Bendis, it caused a little bit of, I don't know, mixed reaction to people who actually read the book and fans of Kitty Pryde. But I enjoyed it. I'm not really a big Kitty Pryde fan, honest to believe. Honestly, I'm not really a big Kitty Pryde fan. I'm just an X-Men fan. I just like X-Men. But when I think of my favorite X-Men, I think of people like Wolverine, Storm, Psylocke, Beast, characters like that. If Kitty Pryde is on that list, she's on like dead bottom. my least favorite character. Because right now she's just hopping to different guys. And of course, this is also the very storyline where she breaks up with Iceman. Yes, present-day Iceman. Yeah, and he gets ticked off in the Wolverine X-Men series about that. Yeah, but it is what it is. I give this book, some people might not like it, I give this rating an 8.5. Yes, it is. It's good. Okay? Alright, that's it. Stay tuned for our next episode, which will probably be episode 128 whenever I get a chance to do it. Until then, see you there. Bye.